Sanctioned by the United Nations, the Global Defense Initiative has one goal: eliminate multinational terrorism in an effort to preserve freedom. The Brotherhood of Nod, an ancient and secret society, maintains strong ties with most global terrorist organizations. Commanded by this man, known only as Kane, Nod's long-term goals are unknown. However, recent activities include expansionary behavior into disenfranchised nations, high-volume investment in global trade markets, and aggressive manipulation of international mass media. These efforts are suspected to be funded by Nod's access to vast Tiberium deposits. Tiberium continues to confound the scientific community, soaking up ground minerals and soil nutrients like a sponge. The end result of this unique leaching process creates the formation of Tiberium crystals, rich in precious metals and available for collection with a minimum of mining expense.
Delta Sierra Echo to Commander, approaching our next objective. We're just crossing the Belarus border and we've got a problem. Nod ambushed one of our convoys and made off with a good supply of activated pellet rods. Sounds harmless, right? Well, those rods are step one in slapping together a nuclear device. We gotta get him back. Shepard's still offline, so we're acting without confirmation, but I'm betting that this is too important to wait. Take a small force into the Noddy camp and get those rods back before their birds can pick them up. The rods were packed in transport crates. I doubt Nod's had time to transfer them, but who knows. Keep your eyes open. Give 'em hell.
Welcome back, Commander. It appears that we've managed to find ourselves in Belarus. Probably means Belarus, but my nitpicking of Naughty aside, we're not doing too well right now.
Moving out. Reporting. Waiting affirmative. Knowledge. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Maybe I should be taking a cue from the game for playing what is obviously a Nod theme right now.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Vehicle reporting.
So as you've probably guessed, this is another episode where we have no construction.
Unit affirmative.
And we have to navigate a map and hope we go the right way.
Yes, acknowledged. Vehicle reporting.
There was some discussion in the thread again about these types of levels with no base. And I'm kind of at odds with myself over it. Personally, I like the idea of levels like this, where there's an inherent challenge to it. I just feel like sometimes these maps, are just a little too hard for like your average player. Maybe it's just the lack of direction sometimes, and maybe it should just be taken in the sense that you should just have fun and not have to worry too much about restarting a map.
Moving out. Waiting order. Moving out.
Then again, when there's instances where, say with the non-mission where we're taking out the mana tank production, you can get very far in these levels and
Reporting.
just end up losing something critically important.
Yes, moving out. Vehicle reporting. Not a problem. Yes, moving out.
Obviously that's always remedied by just saving a lot, but I don't know, I'm not the kind of person who likes to save, 50 times during a map or mission.
Unit acknowledged. Yes, acknowledged. Affirmative. Moving out. Reporting. Roger. Yes, acknowledged. Yes, sir. Moving out. Reporting.
APCs are really great at running people over, by the way, and it helps that since we're GDI, Nod has the unfortunate distinction of having the slowest infantry in the game.
Unit reporting. Affirmative.
So we never really have to worry too much about rocket soldiers. Unless they're masked. But that's something else, really.
Moving out. Yes, moving out. Moving out. Waiting order. Affirmative. Moving out.
So here's an example of taking the wrong way.
Waiting order.
Unfortunately for us, it's a dead end, so I have to go back to the first fork in the road. I'm not entirely sure why I was stuck on checking the briefing here, but we also get to experience the marvelous pathfinding at times.
Waiting order. Acknowledged. Unit report. Moving out. Yes, sir. Moving out. Unit moving out. Vehicle reporting. Moving out. Yes, acknowledged. Yes, sir. Moving out. Yes, moving out.
Another thing that makes these sorts of levels,
Waiting order.
I guess, way more stressful is as soon as you pick up any sort of damage, you just know you're not going to be able to repair your guys.
Moving out.
So even like minor mistakes can
Unit reporting.
have huge repercussions later on.
Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Like, say right now.
Lost.
Reporting.
Unit
Not a
lost.
problem. Reporting. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I mean, on the plus side, I've got grenadiers.
Ready. Affirmative. Ready. Moving out. Reporting.
I should also point out that the astute viewer will have noticed that Nod was actually able to produce more men.
Moving out. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
So, not only do you end up having a limited number of resources
Unit lost.
and no way to heal anything,
Unit moving out.
but Nod will just basically like, either build squads and hunt for you, or just like rebuild lost units.
Yes, sir. Moving out.
That being said, we do have a full health APC as backup for some reason, so
Waiting order. Moving out.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Unit
easy peasy.
Mission accomplished.
War-torn Bialystok, once a happy farming town for peace-loving peasants. Today, a slaughterhouse. Yet one more casualty in the insane GDI assault against mankind. Yet another in a series of villages wiped off the earth by the Global Defense Initiative and its misguided leader, General Mark Shepard. And what crime did Bialystok commit to warrant said carnage? Sources indicate that GDI terrorists were convinced that this simple hamlet was involved in the manufacture and shipping of Tiberium. When will this madness end? Only when General Shepard and his vision of one world order is stopped. This is Greg Burdett, Bialystok.
Cut. Excellent. Now, do it again in French and German. I want 300 copies made and sent to every TV station in Europe. We have the satellite for another 10 minutes. Is that camera still running?